There we go. Another community episode, and this is advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Another Dungeons and Dragons episode. We shall see what happens. I guess I don't think it's going to be as notorious as or infamous as the last one or the first one. I don't know how many there've been. Have there only been one? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm ready. I'm excited. This is Community. My name is Iman. If you're new here, hi and welcome. I'm ready to laugh. So I hope you are too. This is episode 10. We'll see if it gets as crazy as it did last time. I don't know. I liked the last one. If it was with Fat Neil, and I apologize, Neil. I shouldn't be calling him Fat Neil, but you know, that's what they call him. Here we are. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't want to talk. I want to watch.
Something for the committee to put on their radar. Insurance.
What about it?
School needs some. I can ask around on the street.
What the hell?
I mean, what happened? How did this become? How did they become the committee?
You might get. Hank's a knob. He doesn't have any hobbies or interests. All he does is play that. What do you call that crap with the Dungeons and the Dragons?
Oh.
Dungeons and Dragons?
That's the crap.
I know that
We play Dungeons and Dragons.
Britta.
Guys, let's play D&D to help Hickey reconnect with his son.
Oh my God, who's gonna be his son?
Nobody feels that we almost caused a suicide?
We prevented
Oh
one.
my God.
Fat. Bulus Neil felt like a nobody.
See, I
and
did
thanks
that
to us,
too.
he's still out there doing
there
this
he
and that
is.
in the background.
A satisfying secret. Many geniuses taking this a chance to prove that I'm better than all of them. I'm in.
All in favor of a game of Dungeons and Dragons to reunite Hickey and his son?
Yeah, let's see if this one's better. Is the sequel going to be better or worse?
Notice, but I think it'll be good for me.
Whoa. Okay, but can I come over? This looks fun.
So, Dad, I'm just curious.
You know, I love Arrested Development, so wow, David Cross. That's great.
As the 8 of you arrive at the troubled realm of Galandor, ahead to the north of Bridged Ravine. Beyond that, a mysterious black tower where, rumor has it,
Jane.
your goal. Reach the top of the tower and destroy the necromancer, freeing the realm from his evil magic.
Well, that's just what I love about role-playing games is being told exactly what to do.
You should introduce yourself.
I am, oh boy, Joseph Gordon Diehard. Really. Son of Sir Riggs Diehard.
Sir Riggs die hard, so I guess I'm your dad in the game, too.
Oh my God, so cool.
That's weird.
Oh boy. Guys, I don't suppose this is some sort of pride that's designed to force an emotional bond between me and my emotionally stunted. I got an idea. Why don't we just sort of reshuffle all And here we go. Hello, everyone. I am Tristram Steelheart. I'm a holy cleric with a mace and a dumb name.
Ouch.
I'm Tiny Nuggins, a thief, and the rest is gibberish.
Greetings. I am Fibrosis the Ranger.
I'm a crouton, the half-orc druid. Oh, crouton.
I'm a troll named Dingleberry. That's my mom's nickname for me.
Oh my God.
Was Sir Riggs Diehard.
I am Joseph Gordon, son of Riggs. I protect the blade of Diehard, a family sword whose power knows no equal. In our hilt, his eldest heir the blade, for we believe man's greatest weapon against evil is the bond between father and son.
Aw.
To do.
We should cross the bridge and head for the Black Tower. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
Huzzah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna head across the bridge, actually. I mean,
Oh no.
or east or west. How about it, Aziz? If I walk too far south?
Aziz?
You know, for God's sakes, Hank, it's been 5 seconds. Can you not do this?
Hey, you tell me.
The bridge is fun.
Hector the Well-Endowed is trying to lift you.
I cast Torvin's Flesh of Fire.
What?
Tristram murmurs an incantation. His body becomes wreathed in white hot flame, burning Hector for 6 damage.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Aww.
Abed, considering the bigger picture,
You think it might be possible you miscalculated the strength of the bridge?
Good point. It would have been constructed in the Third Age by goblins and used primitive iron anchors. The ropes are yanked from the rocky slopes on both sides, and you all plummet into the ravine below.
Abed!
Plunge into the icy, raging waters of Skull River.
Oh, you know, what's your problem?
It's
a man's grandson.
He's not your grandson. He's my son. And I didn't invite you to the birthday party because I wanted to enjoy it.
You know, fathers and sons, there is a lot of power between them.
Yes.
Stop it. Read it. So whatever between you guys will only get fixed when you're together.
They're not together.
Abed, you're not helping.
I'd be a pretty bad dungeon master if I was. Jeff, Hickey, Annie, and Shirley, you've been washed on the left fork of the Skull River, the others to the right. Britta, Chang, and Amy Pelton to go into Rachel's.
You don't even go to that.
Yeah, but I will if you don't.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let the real game begin. I will find you!
Well, I'm assuming you guys can help me beat him. Because if we lose, I'm gonna punch each of you in the heart.
Goblins. Larger, stronger, and worth more in Scrabble than regular goblins.
Everybody get down.
I punch him in the heart.
What?
What? I keep running. There are no women with them, are there? I got class.
Charge toward them, alerting them to your presence. The two free hobgoblins fire arrows at Crouton. One pierces her shoulder. The other her chest.
Oh my god.
The jungle.
Yeah, you better run. Go find a name that's not just another creature's name plus hob.
Uh-oh.
Crouton?
I'm here.
Oh no.
She was badly wounded from her fall.
That's it? She dead?
Yes, that's it, Hickey. I'm dead. But it's okay. I'm on your side, which is why I'm dead. And I may be gone, but just remember, whenever the wind whispers through the woods, you got me killed.
Have you ever been a 3-foot-tall halfling running through 2-foot-high vines trying to punch a 7-foot monster? I'm gonna go check on the others. You might want to check your character, or just kind of generally take this game seriously. Your son does.
Oh wow.
I take a moment.
What news of my father?
You have no way of knowing where the others are.
Damn it.
You're still traveling north along the narrow cliff edges of the hall.
But you know where he was for most of my birthdays? Little place that rhymes with not there.
Times Square.
The four of you hear an ominous screeching. Moving upward into view, 3 huge white arachnids with eagle wings.
Sky spiders.
Whoa. That's scary.
I draw my sword.
Stay your blade, Joseph Gordon. Sky spiders are as frightened of us as we are of them. Plus, they eat all the sky mosquitoes. I cast monsters, and I say,
Damn, you made that sky spider a bitch, yo!
You've tracked the hobgoblins to this shack. One guard hobguards the door. That's what we call them.
Go.
Sniper arrow.
With his dying breath, he utters, "The Dark Lord.
We'll kill you all."
Wait, these things can talk? I want 2 taken alive. I want to try. Hi. I'm Tiny Nuggins. I'm gonna put my dagger down right here so we can just talk.
Yeah, he's finally like into it.
Man, your friend sure can talk.
Liar, he'll never turn.
Oh yeah, that's the same as goblin loyalty. I could never drive a wedge between you and some guy from work.
I was best man at that guy's wedding.
Oh. Your friendship. Congratulations. Too bad about the food.
I hope your flesh rots. What about the food?
Clang doesn't approve of you and Lisa Goldback, and I don't get the sense it's because of his feelings for you. You know, I
Oh
think
my
about
God.
Lisa sitting in with old Frimrock and Grignog rolling about on the wolf pelts. Come on, between you and me, which one do you think is yours?
Oh my god.
I know where the tower is.
Jeez.
The sky spiders have flown you as far as the complex religion allows. They set you down and express through.
Father, forgive me. I have traveled so far from you. How many game days? Abed says the odds are near impossible. That's enough for me. Should you receive this message,
Oh my god.
I know of a way to If I rub the blade of our magic family sword while you rub the hilt, twin beacons of light will reveal our locations to each other. Each night I will think, praying for the night fate will find us rubbing together.
Oh my gosh.
Your son.
Something strange has happened. A sparrow lands on Riggs Diehard's shoulder. It carries a note.
Finally.
Abed, I rub my sword's hilt?
A beam of light shoots up from your location as the hilt of Diehard seeks its blade. The beam arcs and meets an equal
His face.
to the north tomorrow morning.
This began as a race.
But it may end in war. Does anybody have a toothpick? I got a piece of popcorn stuck in my tooth. You know, it's like right under the gum, and I've been trying.
Yeah, it's so horrible when that happens.
And you best believe that your little friend's in there drinking up his Kool-Aid.
This is a man who thinks of grandchildren like trophies. Which is why he'll play to win. And why I can't let him.
Oh my god.
Rise. Grapes with Dingleberry. Rise.
Both parties have arrived at the Black Tower.
Father.
Joseph Gordon.
We are here.
Sure. Oh my, that's great. He just kept ripping and ripping and ripping.
You guys are gonna have to get ready.
I'm not part of this. I am Joseph Gordon Diehard, and I am only here to hug my father, which I now do.
It's a trick.
I'm not letting him hug me.
I hug my father.
He has gunpowder in his pants.
I draw my sword. Stay back.
I draw an arrow. So do I.
Trolls out.
Jeff, lower your sword.
No.
Dean, are you?
I hug my father.
You're impaled.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Where?
I attack Jack.
Arrow and Jack. Arrow and Annie.
I head for the door of
Oh
the
my
tower.
god.
Taste the blade of diehard.
I turn a snake into a
Okay.
Hold Britta's face in a puddle.
7 damage.
Cleave, cleave.
Oh my god.
Throwing dagger.
You used all your knives.
Ah, when one of you guys take care. What? You're all dead? I keep going.
Great. He just got away.
Hey, you can't just say he's gone. You owe us an ending.
I owe you nothing. I am a dungeon master. I create a boundless world and I bind it by rules. Too heavy for a bridge? It breaks. Get hit, take damage.
That was a cool quote.
He's out there somewhere. You might find him if you get your crap together.
Hey guys, take it from a bunch
Climbing
of
down the
girls.
ladder. I'm gonna find this guy.
I stay and search the workshop. Does he have any stuff there that can heal me?
You do find some potions.
Okay, well, I get half of that.
Excuse me, you just went down the ladder.
I can hear you. Can I hear him looting?
Okay. But I decide who gets what.
All right, fine, but we got to be wary of traps
I don't
and
have
the
to
wand
do
of
a damn
Orcus.
thing you tell me to do.
on?
You out of your mind? Oh, you give me
No.
They can't stand being in the same room. I also don't think they can handle being apart. And I think they just found a way to avoid doing either.
That's interesting.
And that's the best most fathers and sons can do.
You've made me so proud today.
You're still at the entrance to the Chamber of Grief. Your move, Mr. Tickles.
Aw. What does this remind me of?
Successfully pour more
I've watched
into the
something-
fabulous cup. That puts it a Hillary Rodham kitten.
What did I watch a long time ago that has something like this?
Crumpets. You fail. Okay, guys, I'm getting a little frustrated. Just take a look at your inventory. You can see that.
Hi, babe. Are you almost done? I can't sleep without my stuffies.
Fine, hold on. Oh, a goblin notices you and murders you all. You're dead. They're all yours.
His underwear. Oh my god. Yay. Another good episode. This was fun. Aww. Father-son relationships, mother-daughter relationships, vice versa relationships. I love how this series just tackles all these really complicated relationships, but in like a funny way. Jeez, this was fun. I'm glad that they found a way to bond in the end, but it's so interesting. Like David Cross's character says, it's, you know, he wants to come to my son's birthday, but he was never at any of my birthdays. And there's this weird thing about our parents, and not all of our parents, but a lot of our parents just needed time to grow up, and when they had us, they were just not capable of being the parents that they were supposed to be. They just didn't have the rule book, they didn't have the wherewithal, they were suffering their own issues, traumas, and pain, and then we can easily say, well, they shouldn't have had kids, and it's like, it's not that simple. Life is strange. And then when they get older, things start to dawn on them. Maybe they're more self-aware, maybe they've hit rock bottom, maybe they are lonely. I mean, that could be a thing. It could be a selfish desire. But sometimes I think people just grow up, and it just takes some people longer to do so. And they're gonna now be like, you know what? I really messed up. Like, I made mistakes early on with you, but I really want to be there for my grandkids. And it's like, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't think either one is wrong. I think being defensive of your child, especially, are your parents crazy? Like, really? Like, is it super religious and they say really scary things that are traumatic, and you don't want your children to hear those things? I understand keeping a distance, or at least chaperoning or whatever. Or are they into conspiracies, or are they whatever it is or do they just really mean? Like, did they grow in any way? So it's like, you know, you got to kind of figure that stuff out on your own. Like, what limits do you put on? Like the you know, learning boundaries. When I figured out when I learned what boundaries are, I always thought the other person would understand the boundaries, but they don't, because not everyone is working on like becoming, like, trying to be better or trying to make life better, whatever it is. So boundaries are yours, and then if people, you just say what it is, and then you are the one who has to walk away. You're the one that says, I'm sorry, you've crossed the line, I'm leaving. So in a way, you're teaching someone it's probably going to take a long time to teach, because old habits die hard. You know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't know. I think anyone can learn. It just takes time. It's harder if you're older, not impossible. But yeah, it's like, what do you do? It's complicated. I can relate to this. I think majority of us in this world can. 99% should be able to relate to these like complicated relationships. And I think, you know, if you are at least trying to have some sort of relationship in the future with your parents, if it's a possibility, that's really commendable. But yeah, it's like, put your own boundaries on it. Leave if you need to leave, if it's getting too much. Because I get it. Like, you can get re-triggered into having your own like reactions that you're like trying to work from. You know, you're trying to change because these are the people who cause these things to come out in you. And or I mean, they can cause these things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I think just looking at each other as just humans and being like, okay, my parents are just human beings, and they're not necessarily evil unless they really were evil. Like, they were like beating you, locking you in cages, closets, like really despicable stuff. Like, there's what's that? The white underbelly or yellow underbelly. It's like a YouTube channel. It's in black and white. This guy is always interviewing people like fentanyl addicts, and then prostitutes, all kinds of people. And I've heard so many crazy stories where I'll watch that and I'm like, what the hell? Like, whoa. It's just crazy to know how some people survived. And so I'm like, I'm not trying to say, like, you know, so I heard some family members trafficked their own children. Like, that is, I don't, you know, that's not forgivable. Like, you can't ever cross that line back to that person. Like, I don't, you know, like, I don't know. That's too much. So I'm not saying, when I'm talking about this, like, give your parents a chance, I'm not talking about stuff like that. Like, that's a different situation. But I feel like the majority of us, we have trauma, but it's not in that, like, extreme way. It doesn't make it less real. And, like, the person we become now as an adult is, like, the people that were supposed to help us, like, form us and help guide us. You know, they didn't do what they needed to do. And then we're kind of like, well, here I am now. I'm an adult, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing, which is this is what Community shows in the best way. You've got Abed, a grown adult, but he acts like a child. We've got, you know, Troy the same way. Annie is the same way. Shirley, same way. Pierce, the same way. He's like a literal 80-year-old baby because it's stunted. Like he was saying in here, my dad is emotionally stunted. Arrested development. That's all that show is about, is arrested development. Things happen, trauma stunts the brain in different parts. It just does. It just does. It's very clear. It was very clear to me, like, all my life I could understand things with me, but I didn't have the information or the words or the tools to even figure it out. So once I started, like, getting these things, I was like, okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense now. And I can now use it. I can now understand it. I can now do something about it. When you're blind to it, you can't do anything about it. When you can't see, you can't fix it, you know? So Community should be freaking, like, psychologists really need to look at this series. And a lot of series, honestly, on television need to be like, I guess that does happen. Therapists react to shows, but people should be, who have a background in the brain and human emotions and all of that, should be reacting to shows and explaining how these series help us and why. And I think because a lot of the time growing up, you know, you hear this, television's gonna rot your brain. Your brain is being rotted. And I don't disagree with that. I think, like, yeah, I for sure have brain rot from watching so much TV, for sure. But I mean, I didn't have anything else to do, and no one else was like, I was just a kid. So it was just like, thank you. Heaven sent drug that I can watch all day long. It feels good. But yeah, there should be a balance, clearly. But there, I learned so much. I'll just continue saying this. I learned so much from television. I probably learned more about life from TV, from books and movies than I did from my own parents, my own family. It's the truth. That is the truth. So thank God for a lot of these shows, because if we didn't have this, we would all be probably in a much worse place, I think, because a lot of us just don't have the privilege of having, like, stable, functional parents. So thank God for books. Thank God for our peers who had, like, semi-normal lives, and we got to kind of be like, oh, okay, this is what families do. Oh, cool. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, then you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's just, I find that these shows should have a lot more respect put on them, and really, like, there should be curriculums, I believe, of TV shows and movies. And, like, if I was a teacher, maybe this is my job now. If I was a teacher, this is it. I mean, I guess this is what I am doing anyways. I'm, like, breaking things down and I'm talking about how these are helpful in a lot of ways. But that is, like, literally there should be a curriculum about movies and how we understand the mind, and watch this movie if you're going through psychosis, watch this movie if you're very anxious, watch this movie if you're on the spectrum and you're neurodivergent. And so you can understand, don't feel so alone in the world. And that's what I'm trying to say is like television was that perfect medium for me, for Abed, clearly, for other people to not feel very alone, to feel not so strange, and to navigate the world. And then obviously like you have to figure it out on your own. You can't just like only watch TV, but it's so helpful. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyways, that's all. That's it. I'm going to end it here. I appreciate you guys for listening. I will see you next week, and I appreciate y'all for watching with me. Bye and take care.